Hi, welcome back to the PCM Podcast. Today we have myself, Objector. We have Mr. Run here, Homie, Darth, and our special guest today, Trotsky is Hotsky, a PCM mod.
Yes, a great welcome to our guest of today. And while I personally do not actually use the platform, it would be kind of interesting to see how it works because there was a lot of drama related to it recently.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
even
basically
more?
This is basically us interviewing a PCM mod and Darkholder learning what Reddit is. Because
Yep.
we just learned right before starting the recording of the podcast that he has not used Reddit, like ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had no idea about it.
We're interviewing a Reddit mod. Yes, we know how cringy that sounds. No, we don't care.
So I just gotta ask what's it like cleaning up the absolute cess of the internet day in, day out for like fucking ever?
So that's a very good question. The thing is, I myself, I don't do too much as a mod because I got voted in because I just liked to like make a meme campaign on PCM to become mod, and I actually got voted in out of some fucking reason. But mostly how it works is that bots do most of the work because like AI programs see what could potentially be like a comment that doesn't apply to rules or something, or somebody reports the comments or the photos, the images. So you just have to basically go into the mod program and look which posts have been on alert, and then you check them and you look, oh well, does this pass or not? The mods of PCM differ a lot in how they go about their work. There is mods that basically ban everybody permanently ever for any mistake.
Average Reddit mod.
Yeah, me personally, I think only banned 2 people. One of them for 1 day, one of them for 3 days. I think one of them just like spammed Heil Hitler, and it got kind of annoying, so I banned him for a day and told him to stop. And the other one, I think, called for a genocide of all African people. So, you know,
Yes.
can't have that.
I'm
The average
trying not to
PCM
say it
moment.
as an alt-right.
Well,
Very lovely characters.
Yeah.
Also, let me say for a start, an elected official not doing the job they were elected to do call me surprised.
That is absolutely correct. I'm the average politician of the world.
you know, that is a revelation to me. I'm shocked to the core as a libertarian. I could not imagine that ever happening.
Politicians don't do anything more to Levin.
Also, since
I mean, to be fair, my base to run as Reddit mod was that I wanted to ban those shitty posts that are basically just some random tweet and then
I
you
like
put
the memes.
and then yeah, highlighter memes. I wanted to like ban them, and I ran on that platform.
So basically,
And
to
then
the
I
people
put-
that are watching, you know who direct your hate to for banning highlighter memes.
Nobody fucking likes highlighter memes. They're just used to get upvotes.
True, but it's
Nobody
content.
sees a highlighter meme and thinks, yeah, my day got better now.
Well, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it also doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see a good highlighter meme, you just go on like some other right-wing Reddit and you look at the original meme before it was stolen by PCM.
Well, I think that might be the hard part, finding a right-wing Reddit sub.
That's actually a fair point.
Yeah, this was going to be fun leading into my question. Obviously, Reddit seems as a site to be moving ever progressively leftward, and it's getting a little bit difficult to be a right winger on Reddit. Often they'll find like a lot of right wing subs get banned very quickly, and especially you have a problem with right wingers migrating to certain subs, and then those subs get banned for expressing right wing opinions. Obviously, the PCM subreddit has quite a few what I call right wing refugees. they kind of have migrated over to the PCM subreddit because it's one of the few places they don't get banned for breathing. Do you think that's potentially a bit of a long-term threat to PCM as a subreddit? That the Jannies might just decide, well, you've got loads of right-wingers, you're a right-wing sub, we can't allow that banned.
So the fear that PCM will get banned soon has basically popped up every year in its existence. And at the beginning I was worried too, but now it's basically just become the same thing of some Reddit mod tells people to maybe not like Hitler too much, and then everybody is like, oh my god, we're gonna get removed. And there's
Literally
like
1984.
yeah, and then there's like 1,000 posts about, oh, we need to go down in a glorious death, comrades. All of us need to fight against the Reddit dictatorship. And then that goes on for 2 weeks, and then it just dies down again, and everybody's
I think
fine.
the one that I remember that genuinely caused concern was that the PCM mods got contacted by the Reddit admins about stricter content moderation about posting, and the one that really riled people up was apparently, according to the Reddit admins, it's really bad to suggest that people that molest children be thrown into a wood chipper.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you're directly threatening Reddit admins there. Come on.
Yeah,
I can see why they're
It was a
scared.
personal attack to them.
Allegedly,
going to take this-
allegedly.
No, I'm going to take this active moment to straight up say, to remind people that allegedly one of the Reddit admins is an open pedophile. So,
Spez.
yeah, take of that what you will.
You know what? Maybe I
She's
do
also a
not
woman.
regret not going into that app. I do not regret it anymore.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wouldn't advise it at this point.
No, we swear it's funny, it's funny. Come on.
Look,
Join
to sum up Reddit, I don't use it too much myself anymore either. It's basically the same as Twitter, but maybe slightly better. But you know how bad Twitter is, so slightly better doesn't mean much. The one about wood chippers, yeah, I think that was a bit stupid too. Especially because they banned a lot of things. It was basically just Reddit deciding that they would have like a zero tolerance policy against threats of violence.
Which fair
But me
enough.
personally, I also don't see the problem with saying pedophiles should get killed. But you know,
Very, very few people do.
yeah, but
You
it was
see-
just the Reddit mods. In most of us hate Reddit too. I mean, I was banned for months by Reddit myself for the simplest of memes, unoffensive memes, just because admins all are very insecure, lonely people. It's just that we Reddit mods don't really have any power. It's like either we do this or the sub is just, gone. Yeah.
What I want to ask and move towards is talk about the API changes personally, because that seems to have become a very big deal lately, with multiple subreddits striking. Personally, I haven't
Oh,
seen PCM
yeah.
do anything. Has there been like any talks in the mod team about that?
So there was pretty much a side-wide strike for 2 days that most subreddits agreed on doing, and many subreddits agreed to do it for longer afterwards to just like keep protests going until Reddit changes things. What PCM did, and I'm very annoyed at how PCM went about this. We first started to strike as well. We did. And I think we striked for a week. And then we put it up to a vote for, not for the mods, but like for PCM in general. People on PCM were allowed to vote on how the subreddit should continue. I think there were 5 options. One of the options was keep the sub closed for as long as protests could still have a chance of succeeding. One of the options was to open up the sub immediately. and then there was several options that like keep the sub halfway limited, so maybe it's only there, it's the sub is only open 3 days a week, or only one specific kind of image is allowed to be posted on the subreddit, just to like be on strike, but like in a funny way. And
Yeah,
that's just where
I've seen D&D memes do something similar where they just turn the subreddit NSFW. But now Reddit has clapped back, banning I think 3 mods or something. There was a whole back and forth with that because they made it NSFW. The Reddit admins came in and are like, "Oh, turning the sub NSFW while not posting NSFW content is a violation to the rules, so we'll ban you." So then they just started approving only NSFW posts. And then the Reddit admins banned them for changing the subreddit to NSFW, which is pretty much bullshit because what the fuck are you gonna do?
yeah.
If the sub decides to go NSFW, it goes NSFW.
They're also removing mods that refuse to open subreddits, weren't they?
Yeah, that happened. The PCM was also under threat of that happening, but you know, the populace decided to stop the strike almost immediately as they had the chance to. So we never went under that threat. But we did actually get an email from Reddit, in which they asked if there was any team members that didn't agree with the decision of the collective to close down the sub, so they could maybe cooperate with those people in the future. So basically they asked if any of the mods were ready to betray the subreddit and the strikes and basically replace everybody else.
So they made a division. That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, they tried to do it. Obviously none of the mods caved in. And we didn't suffer any consequences because the PCM population didn't have the balls to continue on the strike, which I feel very strongly about.
Asking individual members to betray the collective. I'm very impressed.
They knew exactly what to do.
Yeah.
But I also think it was kind of funny because I'm more than certain a couple of Jannies were freaking the fuck out when they just got removed after thinking, you know, I'll be here forever.
I mean, for some people on like the bigger subreddits, I'm sure that's like most of their life's work that they've achieved.
This is the funny thing. There was Reddit mods that were like, "You can't do this to me. This is all I have. So get a job, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Wait, are the people that are actually getting paid?
No.
No,
Then why do they care that much?
because it is
I think on
power
the-
people.
I think on the really big subreddits, people probably get paid, but I'm not sure. But on PCM, you're not getting paid because there's enough mouth breathers on PCM to just instantly jump into a mod position if they could. I actually would like to circle back to one of the points of like if I think that right-wing immigration could endanger PCM.
All right.
And I think yes, but not in the way of like PCM getting banned, but more of it suffering a slow death. Because I've looked at the numbers of activity on PCM in these last couple of weeks and months, and it's been basically going steadily downhill for a year now. And that's mostly because PCM, when it started out, it was like an open room where all people of all ideologies could come together and like do memes about each other.
Yeah, I've seen the whole complaint about 90% of the posts now are just lib left bad.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's not only just lib left. I mean, that was always present, right? Nobody liked lib left ever. Not even lib left likes lib left.
yeah, but at least the digs were funny. Now it's just actual like
Yes.
bad faith strawman arguments and shitty memes. They just have
Yes.
political opinion and the Wojak on the side for just so the post just doesn't get taken down.
I have portrayed myself as the Chad and yourself as the Sojak. It is over for you now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that,
also,
that,
like,
that kind of just Steel Straw Manning meme.
Wasn't that
PCM
the- 'cause that's
did
the
really.
actual-
It isn't like its normal meme format anymore. The political compass is just an aesthetic that they put on the memes nowadays. It's no longer an integral part of the joke.
I still like the ones where the people put all of their experiences on the quadrant and the people they meet.
Yeah,
and the
those are
they
funny.
try
I like
and the
them.
places they visit. Those are great.
So wait, let me get something straight. So nowadays, the memes that you're having are essentially just political opinions with the meme slapped on for haha. Don't hit me for it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically most memes are there's a text of somebody that said something stupid, and then you put a green color on it, and then you have a chat next to it with a blue color on it, and the chat says "kill yourself," and then that gets 3,000 upvotes, and it's on it's on hot on PCM, and everybody
What
loves
a
it.
fucking knee slapper! Ha!
Yeah, it's lovely, really.
It is also the problem that these posts get very, very popular, and it brings about the attention of the Reddit admins, and they
Yeah.
look and go, this very pro right wing meme is doing rather well on PCM. Seems like there's a lot of right wingers on the sub.
Yeah.
I mean-
The mod team has theorized that we maybe have been taken off, like basically subsidies, to put it in economic terms. Like Reddit has a way of boosting certain subs in popularity, and we have probably have been boosted in the past by Reddit, and now they just obviously stopped doing it because the subreddit is not.
They're trying to hide a lot of it.
Hmm?
They boosted anti-work until that notorious interview.
What? I've been getting a lot of
Oh, with
anti-work
Doreen.
posts lately.
Yeah, the fucking the anti-work mod who went and interviewed on Fox News and just absolutely fucking embarrassed themselves.
That interview.
Wait.
Yeah, but-
Wait.
That-
So
that
a
interview was
mod
actually-
from
Yeah.
a mod from this platform actually got on the news.
Yes.
Yeah.
it got on
Yes.
Fox News.
Yeah.
But
Do
I
you
should
not
say
know
that-
about that? The fucking anti-work mod who went on Fox News and basically fucking Jesus made them
Essentially,
all
he
look bad.
yeah he went on. He
Anti-work
complained that 20
exists.
hours as a dog walker was too
Yeah.
much, and that he wanted universal basic income because that was too much work. And of course, he just got fucking memed on.
I think
was
the,
trying
the
to
other
say-
one he also stated was that he just wants to be able to collect universal basic income and teach philosophy in his spare time.
Okay, no, that's just bad. Okay, that's just bad.
Comrade, there seems to be a mistake. I'm supposed to be writing poetry, not mining coal.
Get the fucking shovel.
Dig the fucking
Oh.
goal.
Oh my fucking god! I mean, I suppose not everybody has the same like wherewithal, but that fucking delusional just. Oh my god!
Champagne socialism in terms of pure comedy will always be the gift that keeps on giving.
How lovely. Everything seems very lovely nowadays. Though I did want to point out just one thing, because it was like the topic at the time with the whole wanting to, just teach philosophy in your free time. Like, I don't think that's like a bad idea. Like, if you do philosophy, you can, if you're dedicated, get a cushy teaching job or some shit. But like, you cannot just go like, it will just happen. It will just come.
Yeah, that's the like they were like, oh, I just want to be able to teach philosophy in my spare time. Is like without any qualifications, you fucking.
Absolutely.
See, they kind of hit me as a kind of person who would maybe start a YouTube channel or go on Twitter, start tweeting, and then pound their feet that they're not at 1 million views or subs or whatever after one day because they deserve it.
I've been doing YouTube on my own personal channel for 10 years. I have only amassed 450 subscribers.
Damn.
And I had at one point a record of like nearly 1,000 videos over 10 years of content. I've wiped everything pre-2020 because it was shit, bar a few select videos. But yeah, I basically have been doing it and I've not had that much success. My channel name, if anybody does get curious, is the same as my handle on here, Camembert Run.
I actually
Looking
linked it
up
on the
right
previous
now.
episode. It is linked
Yeah.
on the previous episode. But have you
Oh,
been
cool.
doing that on the same YouTube channel or have you changed channels?
No, it's been one channel the whole time.
Maybe you should try using another one to see how
I've
it
been
goes.
tempted to. I've been tempted to move to Rumble, and just fucking grift the right wing.
I'd say
You
do it.
that.
Just do one of those like okay, so everyone come right here. Yes.
And now we're gonna listen to your video in its entirety. Have fun, folks.
Also I have face cam, which is also you get to see my stupid fucking face.
We
Ew,
do.
gross.
Oh, let me
Yes,
see
exactly.
The only PCM boy with a face reveal
Yeah.
I think we've all revealed our faces in the.
to each other.
I think
but
we
not
did
to
we
the
did that at the end of the last episode off camera. We all posted.
We have to each other, but like this is his public, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
my
right.
face-
Not the base Chad record people, the gross virgin fucking public.
yeah.
Who cares about the public?
Wait,
That's
wait,
why
wait.
I
No,
haven't
no,
had-
no. For a price, I would be willing to show my face. Just
His
send me money,
face-
everybody.
So his face is really good. Like it's really worth it. You should pay.
It's,
Yeah.
that's why I haven't had much growth on YouTube. Is because the problem is people click on my videos, they see the face cam, they instantly turn to stone.
What German YouTubers always did with like American songs back in the very young YouTube days, because obviously German people would get recommended German videos first.
Yeah.
And so what they basically did is they would put the entire title of the music video just as the title of their video, and then at the end they would do in caps parody.
Oh.
And these videos amass, they got like 50 million views, and they were
That's
horrible.
genius. That's genius.
Yeah,
I love
because
it.
all the people in Germany that would want to listen to that music would get recommended that parody first.
That is
Yeah.
honestly up there with the people that send you a death threat and then add in Minecraft, pretending this will somehow save it.
You know, with that in mind, homie, when you upload this video, remember the name of the video is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, full movie. Link in
Online
description.
free.
Online free
Okay.
PCM podcast.
Hindi subs. Never ever forget Hindi subs.
Ugh. So Trotsky, I've got a question for you, but there's a little background information I need to give you before I ask it, if you're ready.
Yes.
So, during World War II, around 1945, when America broke into Germany, there was a rumor going around that the GIs could trade chocolate from their rations to the women for sex. Now, with that in mind, do you think Hitler would fuck you for a chocolate bar?
Well, that's a very good question.
Because I don't know about you, but I think he'd fuck me for a chocolate bar.
Well, the problem is, as a Southern Italian, he would obviously see me as a subhuman piece of shit.
No. He was a pretty big fan of Mussolini up until, Mussolini turned out to be a wet fart.
Fair enough.
Well, Trotsky, that's fine. He would just be the daddy.
And I suppose this begs the question:
Yes, mein Führer.
would you fuck Hitler for a chocolate bar if he was the one giving you the chocolate bar?
Is it Hitler now, or is it Hitler back in 45?
Back in 45,
Fucking skeleton or something.
it has to happen. It has to happen 45 because the desperation was not there before.
Okay. I mean,
Don't joke. Apparently, according to some of the public opinion polls in Germany around the 1930s, Hitler was actually considered quite attractive.
yeah.
Oh, I know.
Don't mind, he was stood next to Goebbels the entire time, and Goebbels has a face like a fucking ghoul.
Well,
The
have you ever
reason,
seen- I'm sorry. Go on.
the reason why he married Eva Braun right before his death, right? Like they married, and then he shot himself and her.
Mhm.
Well, the other way around, obviously. Um, and the reason why he would marry her only right before his death is because his popularity with young girls was higher when they thought he was single.
Yeah, he had to be a bachelor to attract
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, exactly.
So he
Yeah,
was
he was-
doing what Twitch streamers are doing
He
right
was
now.
literally Germany's most eligible bachelor, which is ironic considering how much like the Nazis put a huge focus on getting married young and having lots of kids and raising a large family, but for popularity reasons, the guy that was supposed to be the figurehead of the entire movement that was saying that had to be a single man.
Well, it makes sense if you think about it, because you, as the leader, as the face, you cannot be just another Joe. You have to be someone desired by the whole nation. You know, you have to be the image of that girl wants to be with this man to make the kid. You know,
If that
Yeah.
worked, Charles would have been prime minister of this country already.
I mean, he
Who
had
would
such
have been
strong
prime
competition even in the war. I mean, have you seen Young Sally?
if we worked on that if the UK worked on that principle, Harry Styles would be running this country.
Couldn't be bad. Couldn't be
Dear
worse
God.
than Sunak.
Christ. Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad considering what we got now. But yeah, I can see the sense in that. So you never gave the yes or no question to the sex with Hitler for a chocolate bar.
I'm waiting.
I mean, the opportunity to fuck Hitler only presents itself once in life, you know?
I would do it. I'm just saying.
I know you would.
Write a book about it.
I
mean,
was
that-
expecting
that-
you to just say yes before I finish the fucking
I mean,
question.
okay, wait. There is an important question. Am I allowed to talk during sex?
He would prefer that you put a bag on and try to moan like Ava.
We can try.
But can I have conversation with Hitler during sex?
Sure, fuck it, why not? But only during,
Okay,
not
look,
before
look.
or after.
I always wanted to have a conversation with Hitler about, you know, why he did the shit that he does. And if the conversation with Hitler means that I need to suck his dick first, I think that is a price I'm willing to pay.
Would you
Only
do it?
imagine-
Would you do it knowing that Hitler was a fan of scat and piss?
Oh my god, there's no fucking way this is making it anywhere in YouTube.
Yeah, maybe cut this segment.
No, see, all I imagine is...
This is the best fucking...
Oh, my Führer! Yeah. Okay. Wait, my Führer. The golden shower is in my eyes. Let me tell you.
Someone get me a towel and then slide.
give me your blonde Aryan piece.
Oh
No,
my
just
god.
get to the point where Objector asked the first question.
Yes,
And just have
okay.
a black screen with the words, and then we couldn't use any of the footage because we're not talking about that shit.
No, so that's behind the paywall.
This being fully posted is
That's what we do. We keep this entire segment for PCM Podcast Premium.
Yes.
Put it on
This is the
Patreon.
best content we've
No,
made.
do it. Put it on Patreon.
We can make tens of dollars, guys.
We can make a whole $1.
Pay to watch us talk about having sex with Hitler for like.
I was
15
not
minutes.
kidding.
Well, have you ever seen that picture of? Okay, it's Hitler, and then there's just these four naked women like frolicking around him.
Yes,
A real picture of Hitler?
I've seen that picture.
What?
You mean a real picture of Hitler?
Yeah, like a
Yes.
real black and white picture of
And
him,
he
like
looks
he's
miserable
blindfolded,
as
and they're like
fuck.
pulling him every which way. Like it's fucking surreal.
No, I have not seen
It's
that.
just
Have you
four
seen
naked women around him and Hitler in the middle looking grumpy as shit. I'm not sure
have
if-
you seen Hitler at the Olympics? Like when he's on crack?
Yes.
Yeah, and he's all fucking jittery and like
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on. He was. This is like half the thing that killed the Nazi war effort was Hitler deciding to have more of a direct control because he was fucking meth-addled brain thought it was a good idea.
you know, Trotsky. I think that might be your answer. Too much meth. See, he had to invade Poland because there were bugs in his teeth, and they were sending them.
The bugs were Polish.
Something like that.
No, come on.
Not
guys.
gonna lie. no wonder the women liked him that much back in the days, because if you're that pumped full of drugs, you're basically a walking vibrator at that point.
Well,
Good point.
it doesn't help that his, I think it was his doctor towards the end of all of it was like putting him on horse tranquilizers, meth, cocaine, Adderall, basically giving him uppers and then downers to deal with the uppers and then more uppers to deal with the downers.
He's just like that one. He's like Mr. Burns in that one Simpsons episode where they go to the doctor and he has every disease in the world, but they all
Oh,
keep
yeah.
in the balance, and that's why he's alive.
Yeah.
Guys, it's okay. He was just trying to get the "How did we get here" Minecraft achievement. That's why he took all those drugs.
Speaking of World War II, Japan getting nuked directly led to anime. So, all the people that bitch and complain about that,
So you
The
take that as you may, you know.
yeah, that's
You
no
know,
nuke, no
guys,
anime,
listen to an
no
American
hentai, no
W.
anime titties.
My opinion on Japan really is that if you look at how degenerate the country is today, it really wasn't nuked enough.
So what you're saying is maybe a third one, just so they know we're not sorry.
Yeah, just
It is.
Do
It
it.
is really. It is really weird. I like Japan as a country, but it is so weird that it is. Obviously, me being an alt-right, I literally hold Japan up to like the moral standard, and then kick all of the degenerate shit under the carpet and pretend like it doesn't exist. But no, it is really weird looking at Japan that they are such a country that is mired in tradition and an idea of strict morality, and yet if you scratch beneath their surface, they're actually one of the most sexually liberal countries on the planet.
Well,
I mean,
that actually has to do literally with the expectation of that morality and of that the traditional way and the weight that puts on the people themselves, along with everything else. It leads to a lot of pent-up frustration and
Yeah.
this consuming degeneracy that's underneath.
Why did
Yeah.
somebody decide to give them the pen and do all that shit? See all that shit. Yeah.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I think the oldest like ever found tome of hentai was from like the 900 AD or something, and of course it has to do with fucking octopuses and women.
So the Shogun
Japan.
was there. Look at this thing. Oh my God! Look at the tentacles. Wife, take this. You draw the wife.
Is
What
it
a
part of the whole
fucking mess.
octopus and tentacles thing because of the fucking issues over the pixelation laws?
No, this goes back to like antiquity.
Yeah.
Like I'm not fucking
I
with you.
don't think they censored the pussy back then, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. It's well, no, they didn't do back then, but it's like nowadays half the reason why tentacle stuff is so popular is because of the issues over the fact they have to pixelate everything in their pornography.
Yeah, and funnily enough, that's
Every-
also from World War II and the Japanese occupation. They have the
Yeah.
same morality laws that America did in 1950 today.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious, like they have literally the most degenerate form of pornography around, but they actually just censor the.
Yeah, and it's because they're trying to actively ban it. If you repress people, they
Yeah,
will
they're
go
trying
more
to,
the extremes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Same,
I don't.
same with the prohibition and moonshiners. You ban alcohol, will make something that is 99% alcohol and will go blind drinking it, god damn it.
Yeah. If you try to ban it, it just gets fucking worse.
I mean, I actually don't think that it's like Japan's fault or that Japan is particularly degenerate when it comes to like porn, because I just think that Western countries outsourced their animated porn industry basically to Japan because they could just do it better. Because a hentai just looks better than some, I don't know, American cartoon with
Yes,
Margaret-
absolutely. Like,
Margaret Simpson's tits out or something.
no, absolutely. It is true that the art style is far better for such content than what Western animation produces. Like that's
Yeah.
I personally hate the art style. Like,
really.
yeah, the one controversial opinion that I have. Shocking, but it's not only the art style. I don't like the way that most animes are structured and the stories are told. Don't know, it's probably like due to translation stuff because I bet that in Japanese it sounds way better, but the characters are speaking like they are 5 years old in most animes, and I simply cannot sit down and watch that.
I mean, most animes are made for children, so you know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like
But-
bitching that the Cartoon Network here in America is so immature. Yeah, it's for kids, guys.
There
Yeah.
are some who are like very
That-
not, but it's niche,
That
you know.
being said, it's well known that when they import Japanese anime, stuff like Dragon Ball Z and One Piece and Naruto, obviously the biggest company that does it is a group called 4Kids. And they're very,
Mhm.
very notorious, so that they can show all this stuff on Saturday and Sunday mornings. They will very, very heavily censor some of the animes.
Yeah,
Like-
that's
Like anime is inherently for children in Japan or nerds. People get this really weird idea that anime is considered cool in Japan. It's not.
No, it's not.
not.
It's literally
It's not. Like the point of what otaku is the Japanese for weird. If you like anime in Japan, you're just as much as a loser. If you like
if you're
anime
an
in America.
adult who likes anime, like it is very well portrayed that you're a fucking loser and a dweeb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing that
He says
most
with his own
Americans try and
tone,
portray it
something
as,
like
oh yeah, it's very grown up thing. It's
Yeah,
a-
the people that try to do it are the ones that you can tell they're really, really. There's a joke that goes around now. It's a guy in the 1980s who likes video games, and it's I have to keep my hobby secret or else I'll be ostracized. Flip through it to 2023. It's a guy with a full shelf of anime and manga. I have to keep my hobby secret, otherwise insane people will think I'm one of them.
I mean, actually, anime has been normalized very fast, I feel like.
A lot of things have been normalized way faster in recent decades than what they were before. That's a
Yeah.
general thing.
I mean, it goes with the amount of technological progress. Like everything seems to
Yeah.
be speeding up
But
until
it's-
we probably hit some kind of fucking wall and hit Dark Ages 2.0.
Yay! Let's go.
I don't think that has actually like to
It's-
do with
you know,
each other.
you can stream. There are sites, there are sites like Crunchyroll now where you can stream shit the same day it premieres in Japan, and
Mm.
you have these huge breakout animes now that they reach a huge Western audience to the point there are a few rumors that when they sit down in these anime studios and they sit down with the mangakas, and even the people that are writing the mangas, and yes, I did just call them mangakas. I know the actual terminology because I have friends who are massive weebs in real life. But they sit down and they actually consider something that would appeal to Western audiences. Previously, they would have never done that, but now they consider
Yeah.
they consider like appealing to Western audiences as much as Japanese ones. I mean, hell, I watch anime, but I'm just not fucking weird about it. I just have my Crunchyroll account and I watch whatever has interested me. Like, that's it. I'm not a fucking weirdo about it. I'm not too much of a massive anime fan. There's one anime that I really, really enjoyed watching, and that's Shokugeki no Soma or Food Wars. Because obviously being in a cooking/waiting environment, I found that really, really interesting. And not just because of some of the things that happen in the anime. But I'm not a massive weirdo about it. But it's the way that it is, like when I was growing up, I'm 31. When I was growing up, even up until the early 2000s, anime was basically seen as something for weird kids. Now I think you go to most schools and 60 to 70% of the kids in the school will watch anime.
Yeah,
And not
absolutely.
the usual
And it's up
ones.
to the 40% to bully the fuck out of them. Those
No,
heroes.
the 40% just watch it in secret.
See, since we've been talking about Reddit, have you guys ever used iFunny?
No.
No.
Yes,
Absolute
have.
cessput, and I love it.
I have used iFunny for about 2 weeks, and out of some reason, it has just kept giving me more and more right-wing media, and so I
Well,
just
that's
deleted it.
that's literally all it does. Is
Yeah.
if it's not girls, it's right wing media. If it's not that, it's stupid anime shit. If it's not that, it's just flat out schizo posts. And honestly, I'm here for the schizo posts. I want to hear what that you think there's fucking nanobots in your fucking cola because AMC doesn't want you watching Sound of Freedom or some shit.
I
just-
would
love
love
it.
if there were nanobots in my call. I'm not gonna lie. It's so fucking cool.
Daddy,
So
give me
you
more
can get
nanobots.
your
Yum yum.
communist hive mind.
Yes. Imagine you just put them inside, you find a way to control them, then when someone annoys you, spit them on them.
Oh yeah, fuck you. Puff. Face fucking melts.
Nanomachine son. Yeah,
Maybe we should take that for the conspiracies episode 2.
Oh yeah, if we'd like to transition into that, or
we can talk for a little bit because I don't know. Most of my conspiracy theories that I choose to believe in are football related. So I don't know how many people are into sports here.
oh, I thought we were just doing favorite ones because I mean, personally, love the flat Earth one just because it's just so fucking nonsensical.
They are my favorite ones are football related.
Yeah, but there's no stakes in that. Like
Fair.
flat Earth, if it would be true, would actually be like, world changing in the way that the world is a different form now.
Well, that's kind of thing is would it though? Because according to them, Earth is infinite and has like an ice wall and shit.
So
I mean,
How can you have
yeah,
the
There will
ice
be a lot
wall
of people
and
just
be
going and
infinite?
chipping at the ice wall,
I guess. But then the turtles underneath the world might get mad.
And remember there are elephants over the top.
Oh yeah, there's elephants under them, and then there's like birds under those guys too.
Totally makes fucking sense.
And remember, the sun never sets; it just kind of moves around in the sky in a circle because they don't fucking understand gravity and planets and shit.
And the Earth
No,
accelerates at 9.81 meters per
yes,
second.
they completely understand how gravity works. Earth is just a disk that's moving upwards very, very, very fast.
No, that's just it. They don't call it gravity; they call it buoyancy, and then they explain it exactly like gravity. It's just like motherfucker, you literally just changed the word. And I think my favorite part is
I don't understand how the flat Earth movement got so fucking popular. It sounds like the stupidest thing on the planet.
It must be the increased levels of lead in the air, I'm gonna be honest.
well, you see, Wisconsin has this really weird thing where we have a high uranium in the water, and for whatever reason, we also have a large population of flat earthers. I think it might be literally brain cancer, but that's just me.
I mean, that's how the South got the stereotype of being dumb. They had those like brain-eating parasites, so everybody in the South would just speak slower. They would slur their words, literally because their brains were being eaten by parasites in the water.
Sounds
By the
hot.
way, do you
Where do I
know
sign
that
up?
the the actual modern flat Earth theory was promulgated first and foremost by a utopian socialist? Funnily enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, they seem to keep the standard of having just shit ideas, so I guess I'm not that surprised. Though I do think the funniest part about all of this is just Earth is flat. All the other planets are round.
There's no other planet, there's just windows.
No. Like,
Haven't
you'll
you
ask him
heard
about the moon. Yeah, the
moon's
moon's
a
round.
hologram? No, the moon is a fucking hologram. Apparently, they say that.
The
Yes.
sun is round.
Yes, they
You-
say
no,
that
you
you
should
can see
tell
stars
them.
through the moon.
You should literally tell them that the sun is actually a hole and we can go through it, fucking Elder Scrolls level shit.
Yes, we are basically
Just,
in a cam shock. The sun is just a hole in the top of the shock, bringing light
Earth
in.
is just the mold in God's cum sock.
Whenever it rains, the cum is actually coming in the sock.
Oh god. I'm never going outside again.
So this has been very, very fucking constructive. I'm glad we stayed on topic.
That's going to be like you can pin that to like some quote board, like it's like one of those motivational posters with just a sunset in the background and a beach, and it's just the words "Earth is God's inside God's cum sock." PCM 2023.
Yes.
Please, homie, please put that up just right in the middle of all of this.
I will do that, and I will make a community post as well with that meme. No, I'll post it on PCM. I will post it on PCM.
That has to be the fucking thumbnail.
Make it the thumbnail with all of us just sat on the beach.
Yeah.
Please put me in the water. Please put me in the water.
In the primordial genes pool, you mean?
That's it, just,
Yeah, something like that.
he climbs out of the primordial juice.
As a man of God, I like to just dip my mouth right in the water, swish around a little bit, really get close to him.
Oh,
In his
oh,
divine
Lord.
blessing.
Wouldn't that make fucking baptism at Sea of Bukaki?
Well,
They're
you
not-
know
the
when
world
they
is
say
not
that
ready for
you're
this.
reborn with baptism?
Oh no.
Go on.
You literally
Oh
have
my
a new
God.
life inside of you.
Mary fell in the lake, and that's how we ended up with the virgin birth.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
I
What
want
the
to-
fuck was the beginning of this?
I want to
Right,
remind the audience this was an interview.
So anyways, Trotsky,
This is
yes.
this has been a good, very interesting interview.
Trotsky, have you had to make any hard calls you don't agree with when you became a mod?
Like you mean with things the rest of the mod team would like to do, or
Yes.
Yeah, like let's say they were pushing really hard to ban a popular user, and you thought it'd be better for them to stick
Oh,
around,
okay.
something like that.
So the hardest call that I had to make, where I just completely disagreed with how the mod team went about it, is reopening the sub after the protests. I wanted to fuck PCM democracy and just say no, we keep it closed, and just ignore the popular vote. But yeah, on the mod team doesn't actually ban like popular users out of purpose. No, wait, how do you say that? Yeah, they purposefully don't ban popular users to not kill like PCM activity even more. So
Yeah.
not too many issues on that.
And the last question, maybe to send the podcast off, don't know how long we've been talking. It's probably like around time to wrap up. Is where do you see PCM going in the future, and are there like any plans to somehow expand it, get new users since it's been getting more stagnant lately?
So honestly, I think PCM has run its course at that point. All this sub ever really was a meme sub about a very specific niche way of representing ideologies, and I think we mostly just became like a popular sub because of people like Drew Durnell. If I don't know if you know that guy.
Yeah, I know that guy.
I don't know
Yeah,
him.
or maybe like J Rog, or however you say his name.
Yeah.
Um,
Personally,
I've heard
this
that
is my dream guest for the podcast. Have him do some schizophrenic ramblings. He would fit right in.
that would be awesome. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think PCM just got popular really because these two people kept pushing out videos related to the political compass or to PCM in general, and also other YouTubers did a lot of like memes about PCM, and most of them now just either stopped because the meme got boring for them, or they stopped because you can't monetize calling trans people pedophiles. Really, YouTube doesn't like that. So
They
yeah, I
hated
think
him because never mind.
People don't want to associate with that right-wing bias,
yes,
and the more like icky parts of the community who are like, let's be honest and call a spade a spade. There are some like actual literal Nazis in PCM.
yes.
Yeah,
And,
I've seen a
yes.
few people who make very, very controversial statements about certain groups and what they like to do to them.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's different. You're a communist, so you want to kill everybody equally. It's not a specific group. You are just anti-human.
Yes.
We are all equal in the great dark, after all, aren't we?
Precisely.
Ev-
You can
Yeah.
understand.
Everyone's skull is the same size on the pile.
Exactly. Though there are some skulls that are actually far better at the bottom.
Waiting for that. Oh, just wrap it in, guys.
Yep, I think
The
that's it
hole in the
for-
head of everybody's. The hole in the back of everybody's head will be the same size, and that's when we all will be at peace.
Not if I use a blunderbuss.
Alright, I think that's about it for this episode. So if you did enjoy it, make sure to tap that subscribe button, leave us a like, and if you are a lib left, please fucking leave a comment and join the podcast because we've been having trouble finding a lib left.
Please come explain how it's not your fault, even though we know it is.
We need a punching bag.
I wonder why they all keep leaving.
Yeah, wonder why.
So if you are a masochist,
Yeah, if you have a latent humiliation fetish, please do come onto the show. We'd love to have you.
yeah, join the Discord server and ask to be part of the podcast. So
Of course, check out PCM on Reddit if you you want to deal with people like us.
that as well.
Yeah, don't really.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Get out of it.
Alright, so that's about it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.